Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be sharing my Cajita project with you all. Like we said yesterday, Cajita is a very personal project where we're really reflecting on our story and what makes us who we are. So I'm going to get started with mine. Here in the center, I decided to write my name as VisMO. I like my name. It's a huge part of who I am. Everyone knows me as VisMO. Below that, I included 5 little people. These 5 little people represent my immediate family. You have my dad, my mom, my 2 sisters, and myself. I chose to draw them in the center of my cajita because I really do feel that they are at the center of who I am. So many of my life experiences have been with my family by my side. They have a lot of influence how I think, how I react. They also support me every day. Even if we don't live near each other, I know I can always reach out to them, and in those bad, hard times, they've always been there to me, and I feel very lucky to have such a supportive family, and they're just very important to me. On the left here, we have a Mexican flag. So even though I wasn't born in Mexico, my 2 parents were. I do consider myself Mexican, identify as Mexican. It's a big part of who I am since it's the culture I grew up around. My parents don't speak English, so they really have ingrained Mexican traditions to me. My favorite food is actually sopes. So I grew up with sopes and tostadas and tamales and chocolate abuelita and all those yummy foods that come from my parents' native land and have really taken a huge part of my own life. Also, because my parents are from Mexico, a lot of my family still resides in Mexico. I actually live in a border town and grew up in a border town to Mexicali, so we would basically spend every weekend out there. So I would say I was raised out there with my cousins in Mexico, and has definitely shaped the way I view the world. Moving on to my next corner here, I wrote bilingual. I think this ties back to my flag. I speak Spanish. I am a fluent native Spanish speaker. I take a lot of pride in that, mostly because there was a time in my life when I didn't. That's my dog, sorry. Which, this is actually him in the back. Alrighty, tantrum is over. As I was saying, I take a lot of pride in being bilingual because there was a time in my life where I didn't so much. Some mean-spirited people would make fun of me for only listening to Spanish music or for saying my last name Rodriguez instead of Rodriguez. So it was just a very confusing and kind of sometimes just sad times to have to hide such a big part of who I am. Thankfully, though, with time, I learned that I shouldn't let such mean-spirited people to get to me. I've learned to embrace my culture, my language, and I've actually been able to meet so many amazing people through Spanish. And I'm proud, even in my job, being able to help grandparents or parents that only speak Spanish. It's something I feel very fortunate to be able to do. I'm then going to jump down here to this block here of dancer. I should actually spin it around and bring us here. So here you have my dancing doll along with some music notes. So I do identify as a dancer. I started dancing when I was in high school. Latin dance, salsa, bachata. So again, another way for me to express my culture. And it really was a big part of gaining my confidence. I was pretty shy. And I still can be, but dancing just really pushed me to being comfortable with talking in front of people, dancing in front of people, and really just being confident in my own body. It also helped develop my people skills. I now consider myself a people person. In dancing communities, you're constantly meeting new folks, and I think those go hand in hand. Also, after high school, I joined dancing teams in college. So again, I've made a lot of connections, have a lot of friends through my dancing community. and I love to be part of that community. Then I am going to move along to the side here of the math and puzzle pieces. So again, since high school, since I was a child, I love puzzles. I'm the person that has a board game collection that likes doing those 1,000 pieces puzzles. I also really enjoyed math. It's fun to me. It also, however, taught me to be patient with myself, because it can get frustrating not completing that puzzle or not winning at that board strategy game. However, with patience, I've really learned to develop my skills set and enjoy math and puzzles even more. And lastly, we have my doggy picture, doggy mom. So I do see myself as a doggy mom. My puppy is spoiled. I treat him like a baby. I can show you all pictures later. But yes, he has really just taught me what it means to care for some little baby, quote unquote. I know he's not real, but you know, he needs to be fed, he needs to be showered, he needs to be combed every day. So I've learned responsibility through him. Also, just emphasizing how much I like to help others, how much I like care for others. I care for my dog so deeply. Here he has this circle because he's actually wearing a cone right now. He had a little bit of an accident, and that was just such a scary experience for me. I was heartbroken, thinking that something might go wrong. Thankfully, he's doing okay. But I think just those sad moments just remind me to appreciate him and even more. So that is definitely someone I care about and wanted to include in my path of who I am. So there you have it. That is me. I hope you all enjoyed that. I do want to point out one thing. I don't know if you noticed that I was presenting, I went from this Mexican flag to down here to over there. So this is definitely still a draft for me. In my next draft, I would do it so that I start here, but then my next blocks move in a circular rotation. That way I can really just tell my story by circling it around versus jumping from here to here. So just a note of something for you all to think about as you create these boxes. I hope you all have fun doing it, and thank you very much for listening. I'll see you on Monday. Have fun.